New tonight, we're learning more about the federally funded shelter in Pinellas County, where a 17-year-old Honduran boy was found unresponsive before he was later pronounced dead at the hospital.
Our I-Team's Katie LaGrone has been tracking unaccompanied migrant children and the Florida shelters that house them since 2021.
And that's when Governor Ron DeSantis ordered to stop licensing that shelter. Tonight, Katie files this update.
Outside the Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services shelter in the middle of downtown Safety Harbor, Barbara Shaw felt the need to pay her respects.
I think he should be recognized. It's been a few days. I see no one else recognizing him.
On Wednesday, a 17-year-old from Honduras who had just been placed at the shelter a few days prior was found unresponsive. He later died at a nearby hospital.
It's a loss of life and a young life in our town. I think we need to be aware of that.
While the investigation surrounding the teen's death is ongoing, we know the shelter is one of a handful in Florida federally funded to provide temporary care for kids who cross the border into the U.S. without a parent or guardian. Last year, as part of an ongoing political feud between the Biden and DeSantis administrations, Florida stopped licensing most of these shelters, halting any state oversight. But licensing documents we obtained before that cutoff reveal this shelter has a recent history largely problem-free. In these state licensing documents from 2022, the last year the 32-bedroom shelter was licensed by the state, inspectors described it as appropriate and equipped to care for up to 50 children, with no reported complaints or pending lawsuits at the time. That year, the shelter had an annual budget of just under $5 million, all federal money, with children spending on average just over 30 days before leaving and being reunited with a sponsor or relative in the States.
The facility seems like a safe, clean place.
This past weekend, Republican Senator Rick Scott toured the facility, using the moment to inject some politics and demand answers.
I don't think anybody can understand why Biden has opened our border, but that's happened, right? If these kids are going to be here, I want them to be safe.
While the teen's mom reportedly told the Associated Press her son had epilepsy, but showed no signs of being seriously ill before he left.
According to the Pinellas County Medical Examiner's Office, it could take up to another few weeks before autopsy results are made public. In Safety Harbor, I'm Katie LaGrone reporting.